chief guest of honor, revered Swamijis and Maharajas, respected teachers and dignitaries, and my dear sisters and brothers, a very good morning to you all. Today, I am standing before you to speak a few words on the life and teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, and it goes like this. The real history of India is the history of some of the spiritual personalities who have molded the life and determined the destiny. The spirit of Sri Ramakrishna was one such personality. He was revitalizing the truth of Hinduism through his incessant sadhana and wonderful realization at the temple garden of Dakshineshwar. He soon became the powerful instrument of turning the minds of India again to the strength and the beauty of its own cultural and religious heritage. Sri Ramakrishna was born on 18 February 1836. His parents were pious and orthodox Brahmins, and his family surroundings were such that no ray of Western civilization had any access to there. Sri Ramakrishna was a child of nature, and as a matter of fact, throughout his life he remained such untouched by a least worldliness. His parents pressed him to take an education in the village school, but the boy found great pleasure remaining in the open field, acting religious dramas with his companions and singing devotional songs with them. Finding this, his eldest brother took him to the Kolkata, where he might have the better facilities of education. But the boy was untractable. He would not undergo the drudgery of an education, which according to him was just a means of earning bread. Although he was athirst for the knowledge which would solve the problems of life and death, so his parents let him have his own way. Sri Ramakrishna was not satisfied with a single form of sadhana. He undertook almost all the spiritual practices advocated by the Hinduism in different periods of life. Not being content with even that, he practiced Islam and afterwards realized the truth of Christianity. He found there was no difference in them. This was the teaching in which he laid great emphasis during the few years of his life. He lived in more superconscious than in conscious plane. He remained constantly in tune with the infinite, and the slightest thing having the remotest association with any religious idea would throw his mind into ecstasy, where he would be totally oblivious of his surroundings, nay, of his physical existence. Such a great personality could not remain unknown for long. People began to flock to him for his religious inspiration and for the solution for the different problems of life. In the middle of 1885, Sri Ramakrishna fell ill, and for the better physical facilities, he was taken to Sambhupur in Calcutta in the middle of October that year. Subsequently, in December, he was moved to a garden house at Kasipur, where he was passed into Mahasamadhi in 16th of August 1886. The example of the life of Sri Ramakrishna, the great master, and the messages he left behind a potent means of inspiring the lives of many and a great source of strength to a large number of men and women. Thank you.
परम श्रद्धेय स्वामी जी महाराज एवं पधारे हुए अतिथि महोदय और सम्मानित शिक्षकगण, मैं आप लोगों के सामने श्री श्री माँ शारदा के संक्षिप्त जीवन परिचय को प्रस्तुत कर रही हूँ। सरलता और पवित्रता की जो जीवित मूर्ति आज से 150 साल पहले इस धरती लोक को धन्य कर चुकी है, उसी का दूसरा नाम शारदा देवी है। श्री राम कृष्ण के सकल साधनाओं का फल उन्हीं के चरणों में अर्पण कर देने से गंभीरता और उदारता से भूषित होकर पूरे संसार को डुबा देने वाली मातृ स्नेह रूपिणी सरिता के अधिकारिणी श्री शारदा देवी भुवन विख्याता श्री श्री माँ नाम से परिचित हुई। असल में श्री श्री माँ की सरलता और उदारता इतनी स्पष्ट थी कि गांव के मजदूर, किसान सभी उन्हें अपना अति निजी जानकर दीदी, मौसी, फूफी कहकर पुकारते थे। फिर उनकी गंभीरता और सरलता ऐसे विस्मय करती कि बहुत ऊंचे स्तर के महापुरुषगण तक उन्हें साक्षात जगत जननी महामाया अल्था शक्ति समझकर संशम ब्रह्म दूर से ही प्रणाम करते थे। श्री शारदा देवी का जन्म बंगाल के बांकुड़ा जिले में स्थित जयरामवाती ग्राम में एक गरीब ब्राह्मण परिवार में 22 दिसंबर 1853 ईस्वी को हुआ। इनके पिता का नाम रामचंद्र मुखर्जी और माता का नाम श्याम सुंदरी था। यह दिन भारतवर्ष के इतिहास में 19वीं शताब्दी का उत्तरार्ध सांस्कृतिक पुनर्जागरण का सूत्रपात करने वाला शुभ युग माना जाता है, क्योंकि इसी काल में श्री स्वामी रामकृष्ण परमहंस ने समयानुकूल एक उदार किंतु धर्मोपयोगी जीवन दर्शन का निर्माण किया। श्री शारदा देवी सबकी माँ थी। जब कभी उनके संतान अथवा सेवक गणों के मन में कुछ संशय होता था, तब वह गंभीर होकर उनका आत्म प्रकाश करती थी। श्री स्वामी रामकृष्ण परमहंस के मृत्यु के बाद मां का स्वास्थ्य दिनों दिन गिरता गया। यह देख उनके सेवकगण व्याकुल हो उठे। उनकी व्याकुलता को देखकर मां ने संदेश देते हुए कही, अगर शांति चाहते हो तो किसी का दोष ना देखना, देखना है तो अपना देखो, सबको अपना बनाना सीखो। यहाँ कोई पराया नहीं है, यह संसार तुम्हारा है। यही माँ की अंतिम वाक्य थी। इनके बाद उनकी सांस फूलने लगी, चेहरा और शरीर काला पड़ गया। महानिर्वाणों का समय आ गया। वह दिन 21 जुलाई 1920 का था जब उन्होंने अपना शरीर त्याग दिया। तो मेरे प्यारे भाइयों और बहनों, आइए हम सब इस सरलता और पवित्रता की मूर्ति को याद कर शपथ लें कि हम आपसी जातिगत धर्म संप्रदाय भावना आदि का परित्याग कर माँ के उपरोक्त कहे हुए संदेश को अपनी आत्मा में उतारे। धन्यवाद और जय हिंद।